In the chilling winters of the Eastern Front during World War II, a desperate measure was conceived by Soviet forces to counteract the superiority of German tanks. The plan, born out of necessity and fueled by the dire circumstances of war, involved the use of bomb dogs canines trained to deliver explosives underneath enemy tanks. The process began with intense training. Selected dogs were familiarized with tanks, not as objects of fear but as targets to approach. These dogs were conditioned with meager meals placed under stationary tanks, teaching them to seek sustenance beneath the hulking machines. However, the unpredictable nature of war coupled with the dog's survival instincts led to unintended consequences. When deployed, the dogs were strapped with large explosives and unleashed on the battlefield. The intention was straightforward: train the dogs to run underneath advancing German tanks, where the pressure of the tank would trigger the explosives, damaging or destroying the enemy machine. But the execution proved to be catastrophic for the Soviet forces. The battlefield was chaotic, a cacophony of sounds, the whirring of machinery, and the deafening thuds of artillery shells. Dogs, overwhelmed by such tumult, often scattered or turned around, unable to differentiate between enemy and friendly tanks, or perhaps simply seeking the familiarity and safety of their trainers' Soviet lines. Time and again, this unintended outcome occurred. Dogs returned to their handlers, driven by instinctual training or fear, bringing their explosive cargo back to the Soviet troops. These tragic errors resulted in needless casualties among the Soviet ranks, a heartbreak layered amidst the already devastated soldiers. Despite numerous attempts to refine the training and strategy, the plan to use dogs as living bombs was largely deemed ineffective and eventually abandoned. It was a harsh lesson learned on the unpredictable nature of both animals and war, where the stakes were high and the margin for error was dangerously slim. The bomb dogs remain a haunting testament to the extreme lengths of wartime decision-making, a desperate measure born from a desperate moment. In the annals of warfare, their story is a somber reminder of the costly intersection between human strategy and animal behavior, illustrating the depths to which despair can drive innovation and the unforeseen consequences it can bring about.